Hi, good night, evening, happy new year. I know I've been a little lost, but it's been a few weeks. It's kind of hard being back here, like being with my sister, being with my mom. It's kind of hard because I got used to being independent for so long, and now it's like now I'm back at leeching up somebody else, which is fine. I got myself a job. It's gonna be a small gig because I'm going back to DR in a few days, just to look around and have some fun. Pero me pasa ahora mismo que I feel nervous. I don't know why. So I had all my paper. I received all my papers to be able to apply to Korea, and story time. Ooh, story time. So I shouldn't be excited because it's so confusing to me. Pero I apply. So as you guys know, one of the things that I wanted on my last video is that I wanted to become either a pilot or a flight attendant or some sort of. However, I still don't know what's going to happen with me. The uncertainty is there, but today is January 1st, and I decided 2 MOs for this year. The first one is just go for it, or just flow. And that's basically what I'm just gonna do. Honestly, this year I am just going to flow because it's hard, and I'm reading the Act of Not Giving a Fuck, and I absolutely am adoring it. And it's very controversial, but something I learned is that giving a fuck too much is bad for you, but giving a fuck too little, it's also bad for you. So you just have to give a fuck to things that are important to you, things that you value, and things that you are willing to give a fudge to. If it things that you don't value and you're not willing to give a fudge about, don't, because it's not worth your mental health, your mental stress, your anxiety, or none of it. So I started reading it, and I already decided what I wanted to do, but then so I decided that I'm gonna go to Korea to study Korean as a third language. Boop, trilingual baby. But out of nowhere, United Airlines contacted me that I approved the interview, the two interviews, and now they want to do a phone interview with me, which is very exciting news. However, I already had a plan. I already had a planned out, and this doesn't quite go with my plan. So it's like, so that's how I ended up my last year mentality. But this year mentality, it's just flow. So I applied as Korean to go teach Korean, to go teach English in Korea. I also applied to, I have my interview with United, and I can apply to go study Korean as a third language right now. So I am confident in God's plans, or the universe energy plans, and I'm just gonna let it flow. I will do the interview to go teach English in Korea. I will do my interview for United, and I will those ones are this week, so I'm just gonna go with them, and depending which one gives me answer, that's the one I'm gonna go with. If none of them give me positive answer, then I will apply to go, instead of March, I will apply to go to, okay, so like I was saying, sorry, my camera ran out of battery. So those are my 3 options. So if I don't get any positive response from none of them, then I will go and study in Korea on June instead of March. Why did I chose to do it this route? Because I have several things that I want to improve in myself before I go to Korea. Because Korea is gonna be very focused because it's study and it's only 1 year, and you cannot really fully learn a language in just 1 year, which is why a gorgeous girl from work gave me this, which is 90 minutes Korean in order for me to learn. It's a 90-minute challenge, which I'm gonna do tomorrow while I do my hair in Korea. And it's to learn Hangul, which is the vocabulary, the writing vocabulary of Korea. So this I'm gonna do tomorrow, and it's really cool because I'm gonna time myself. I am gonna time myself. People, when I told you that I haven't studied like in 10 years, I haven't studied like in 10 years, man. So yeah, that's gonna be very fun to see me going back to school. Something I also thought about is going and do my MBA there, and I would love to do like hospitality. But I don't know yet, so I'm still flowing with that. But like I said, I'm not, as hard as it is, I'm not trying to overthink my future right now. Last video, you remember, I was extremely overwhelmed with the thoughts of uncertainty on my future. But as for right now, I do think about it, but I'm just trying to flow with it. Because at the end of the day, my mental health and the fact that I'm going to do something for the rest of my life, I have commitment issues. So just that thought is overwhelming itself. So I'm just going to let it flow. If I don't get the job to go teach English in Korea, and I don't get the United Airlines flight attendant jobs, I will apply to Korea. And I chose to do that regardless of waiting or not, because I have things in my teeth that I want to fix. I want to get eye surgery if it's possible. I want to save more money. That's very important, because studying in Korea, it is, even though it's cheap, it will take a toll on my finances, especially because I have debts that I need to. I also need to get divorced during that time, or at least initialize all the divorcing papers and everything, and that's also money. So that's where I'm at right now. Like I mentioned, my modus operandi, my MO for this year, it's gonna be just flow, just go with it. And then my other modus operandi for this year is basically slow but steady, because the other thing that I want to focus this year is on achieving my goals, and I want to change my habits, because somebody from work told me something very interesting, and it's the habits that you forge today will be your lifestyle in the future. So I decided that this year I'm going to change one habit a month, and I really like this. So I did like a little you guys are gonna call me crazy, but I did this little habit list of things that I want to change. So it's like in English, but I don't think you guys can see it. It's like my goals for 2023, and I'll read it for you. So the first one is to make my bed every day. And this is something that I'm gonna do 5 days a week. I will take 2 days of recess, but I believe that once it becomes a habit, it's something that it will naturally flow on me. So I'm very excited about that. My other habit that I've been already implementing, doing my bed every day, I've been implementing since I moved to my sister's. So that one, it's a work in progress right now. The other habit is to read 20 minutes every night or every morning. 20 minutes of a book. And I'm usually listening to books because I'm an audiobook type of person. But I do have 2 books that I want to read. And one of them is the 48 Laws of Power. That, I don't know, it sounds interesting, so I'm doing it. So there I am. I want to do a low carb diet because time and time again, life has proven me that the best way for me to lose weight and be on my optimal weight goal is by having a low carb diet. This might be substituted as a keto. I'm not gonna cut carbs from my diet. I will do more of an intuitive approach to it. So I will try to eat the things that I want to eat, but I will focusing on consuming high protein diet, high protein lean diet, and lots of vegetables, which is something I've been trying to do since last year. I already got down the intuitive part of it. Now I just have to, start adapting my meal prepping for this. I want to do a 20-80 approach to it. So that's gonna mean that 6 days a week I will eat low carb, and I'm gonna have one day to eat whatever the fudge I want, because fudge, it's hard to deprive yourself from things that you like, but it's only deprivation if you cannot find a way to eat it, or if you're not eating things to substitute it on a good note. For example, I love chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are fried, but if I take ground beef, I put an egg, and I put an egg on it, a little bit of almond flour, and I do them like chicken nuggets and do it in the air fryer. It's still chicken nuggets, but it's healthier and it's better for me. So because I don't have all the saturated fat, so that's kind of the approach I want to go with. The other thing is I'm gonna continue exercising. I am exercising every day, except for today because the gym was closed, but I still did a lot of walking, so I'm happy. My goal for the month, it's doing 600 steps a day, just purely walking on steady pace on the treadmill with the incline at 12. That's probably gonna be like a 30 to 45 minutes walk, and then I'm gonna do 30 to 45 minutes of weight training twice or 3 times a week, depending how my muscle sores go. That's my 4th January goal. And my last one is to meditate every day, because I remember that when I was meditating, when I was back in the beginning of last year, I was in such a better mental state than now. So my goal is to meditate 10 minutes a day, or journal 10 minutes a day every day of the week until further notice. And that's a practice that I do not want to lose. So that's why I'm doing it every day, and those are my January goals. So yeah, so that is it as my little update. And if you have any comments to say, please drop it on the box below. I do encourage positive comments. And without anything to say, I will retire for the day. Have a wonderful 2023, everybody. Have a wonderful day. May this 2023 be blessed, full of peace, prosperity, health, and I wish you the absolute best. My name is Shira, and have a wonderful night. Bye.